So, what is Marvel Rivals? With characters ranging from a shark in a dolphin costume to Iron Man himself, this game dropped with 33 playable heroes, and somehow, every single one feels unique. At first glance, you might think, oh great, another Overwatch clone. And yeah, Marvel Rivals does mirror that tactical 6v6 gameplay and objective-based combat, but the more you play, the more you realize this game isn't just another knockoff. It actually does something so well, you'll be asking, why hasn't anyone done this before? Let's start with the characters. The 33 launch roster? Absolute chaos, in the best way. You've got your iconic Marvel favorites like Spider-Man, Captain America, and Iron Man, but then you've got wildcard picks like Squirrel Girl and, yes, Jeff the Tactical Land Shark. With the roster this large at launch, you may think that there are some characters that certainly got neglected. Wrong. Every character has been designed to stand out, both visually and mechanically. Take Spider-Man, for example. His kit is all about movement and disruption. You can zip around the map with web slings, hinder enemies with webbing, and even swing into objectives to clutch a last-second play with his ultimate that just exudes swagger. Meanwhile, Iron Man's all about precision and control. Unlimited but steady and slow flight combined with firing long-range laser beams to lock down enemies provides a completely different gameplay experience. But then you've got the outliers. Luna Snow brings K-pop to the battlefield. Her entire playstyle revolves around healing and damaging multiple heroes at once, all while singing. But what really sets Marvel Rivals apart is how these characters interact in gameplay. Every hero has specific counters, strengths, and synergies, which means every match feels like a chess game, but with explosions. For example, you might think Hawkeye's one-shot arrows make him an unstoppable damage dealer, but then you run into Doctor Strange, who can shield his entire team from your measly little arrows. And then just when you think you've mastered Doctor Strange, someone picks Black Panther and starts dancing circles around you with his dash-based melee combos. On top of that, many characters can combine powers to give the player a new ability called a synergy. Sometimes this is a simple damage reduction, albeit paired with an absolutely adorable animation of Rocket riding on Groot's back, but sometimes this means the Winter Soldier can get unlimited ammo for a short time. The learning curve is steep, and the tier lists change every day as soon as someone learns a new Wolverine combo, but that's what makes it fun. Every time you lose, it feels like there was a way to outplay your opponent. You just haven't figured it out yet. Now, let's talk maps. This is where Marvel Rivals goes next level. Each map is dynamic, meaning they shift and change as the match and your team progresses. Whether it's the capture point rotating and shifting up and down, pushing the payload through Tokyo's winding streets, or fireballs suddenly raining down on you while trying to take over Wakanda, these changes force you to constantly adapt your strategy, keeping matches from feeling stale, and each team from ever feeling too comfortable. And the objectives? Classic payloads, capture points, and territory control. But with a twist. Every map can be broken in certain ways to open up new angles and flank routes. This gives each match a new feel, as there will be times you want to break open all the sightlines, and times where you want a large pillar to hide behind. Alright, but what about the movement? Marvel Rivals has some of the smoothest movement mechanics I've ever seen in a shooter. Heroes like Spider-Man and Iron Man make zipping around the map feel like second nature, but even slower characters like Hulk or Groot have unique traversal options, like leaping across gaps or creating temporary paths. And this is where the game shines. Movement isn't just about getting from point A to point B, it's a part of the strategy. A good Spider-Man isn't just swinging around New York for fun. They're baiting you into overextending or setting up a flank you never saw coming. And a good Groot isn't just playing Fortnite. They're blocking vital sightlines to shift the flow of the game into their favor. And that brings us to the heart of the game, Team Synergy. Marvel Rivals isn't a game where you can solo carry each match. If your team isn't working together, you're done. But when your squad starts chaining ultimates and abilities together, it's absolute poetry. Picture this. Groot locks down an area with his root ability, while Black Panther dives in to clean up the stunned enemies. Meanwhile, Iron Man provides aerial support, raining lasers from above. It's like a Marvel movie come to life, but you're the director. Now let's address the best part of Marvel Rivals, the counterplay. Here's the thing. Everyone feels overpowered. Thor dropping his hammer on your team, unstoppable. Bucky isolating 1v1s, devastating. Rocket zipping into orbit, pure chaos. And that's exactly the point. Every character feels like the star of their own show, but the balance comes from knowing their strengths and their weaknesses as a team. Plus, in competitive play, bans are a game changer. Got a hero who feels too strong in the current meta? Hawkeye. Ban them. And suddenly, the entire strategy shifts. Every ability, every move, every ultimate has a counter. It's this constant back and forth that makes Marvel Rivals feel more like a dance than a brawl. And after all, it's way more fun to die while Luna Snow K-pop dances than to sit around waiting for the next round to start like Valorant.
Yes.
Oh my god, no dodge.
Oh my god, someone dodges? I might cry.
Marvel Rivals is the kind of game that hooks you early and keeps you coming back with its depth. Whether you're a casual player who just wants to swing around as Spider-Man, or a competitive gamer who lives for outplaying opponents, there's something here for everyone. So what's the answer? What is Marvel Rivals? It's not just another Overwatch clone. It's a game that combines tactical gameplay with the kind of creative chaos that only Marvel can deliver. Let me know who you're maining. And yes, I'm sticking with the shark in a dolphin suit. Always.